Don't want to miss this part, the moment of truth. Let's take a look. God damn! Welcome back to another video. This is something you're not gonna want to miss. A lot of people don't know how to do this, so I'm gonna show you guys the process from step one to the final product, and that's gonna be CMYK. This is CMYK. It's like a photorealistic design. Yeah, we're gonna be doing this, not this design, something a little different from my own merch for the shop. If you enjoy this video, if you find it educational, if you want to see more of this, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Let's get to it. So when we're doing CMYK, you always want to print on a high mesh count. Typically, a high mesh count is going to have like a yellow screen. So for example, this is actually another CMYK design we did. As you can see the number up here, 250. And basically, the higher the number, the better you'll get for the details. Those are all tiny little dots that create that photorealistic image. So when it comes to separating the design, I actually outsource all of my work. If you want to be a profitable screen printer or a business owner for a screen print shop, you have to outsource this kind of work. But what I can recommend you guys is go to Fiverr and find someone who can do CMYK. So I go to my guy on Fiverr and he charges me like 20 bucks and he'll separate the design. But this is what we're working with right here. So basically CMYK is gonna be cyan, magenta, yellow, and black. So this is how it looks before it's all separated. So this is how it's gonna look per screen: 1 screen, 2 screen, 3 screen, 4 screen. And this is how the final product will look. And just keep in mind with CMYK, it's always gonna be different from the actual photo. And that's pretty much with any design that you're gonna screen print.
What the fuck?
This is natural energy.
Is it?
Check it out, Jesus. Get a closer to that. So those are all tiny little dots that are forming photorealistic, designs, images, and all that. As you can see, the design is actually flipped. Always reflect your images when you print it out. It's too much to explain, but do that and you will get the best results when you're burning your screens. All right, check it out. If you guys want me to make a video of how to burn screens, the time and all that, let me know down in the comments. But this is my specific setup. Everybody's gonna be different. So for halftones, tiny little dots, I only do like 8 to 7 seconds. 3.5. I just do 3.5 from the top of the frame to the registration mark. Boom, check it out.
Yep.
Gonna go ahead and put it in here. Put the cushion's gonna flatten it out so we get the most pressure. Literally, we're gonna do like 7 seconds on the dot. So 4, 5, 6, 7. Peel this back off. And then when you're doing tiny little details, you never wanna turn your pressure washer on. You just wanna do some light pressure. You just don't want to wash out the little tiny details, because the smaller the details, the easier it is for it to wash off. So once we wet the front and the back, you're gonna go ahead and go to Walmart, get you a little cheap, like $2 spray bottle. And then you want to use this to wash out the details. You don't want to use the pressure washer anymore. And that's pretty much it. And you want to keep doing that until obviously all the detail washes out. So you see how that comes off? And then I have these up here for reference so I know what I'm washing out, make sure I get all the detail. Like I said, this is gonna be a game changer because this will not wash out all the details. So I can just come in here. If I get that close with this on, all the little details will wash off, so that's why I always recommend using this. Why am I holding the camera? I wonder what my camera guy's doing over here. Let's see what this guy's doing. Hey! Sleeping on the job. $6 an hour, can you believe it? So now we got all the screens dried. So this is how it looks once they're dried up, once everything's washed out. Obviously it doesn't look much, but once we print it, it's gonna come out pretty sick. So we're gonna register this stencil to the plan. As you can see, I do a straight line down the middle, and then I do a few up here so I know where to have the placement. When it comes to CMYK, the sequence you're gonna print this, it all depends on the actual design. So for this design, you can see that the obvious primary color is red. Like you can see the whole design's red. So I think what I'm gonna do is do cyan, yellow, then magenta, and then finish off with black. You always want to finish with black no matter what. You always finish the design if it's CMYK with black. It's all really trial and error, so you might mess around and do CMYK and then you might do yellow, magenta, cyan, black. It really just depends on the outcome. And you're gonna see, we're gonna do a few test runs until we can nail it down. All right, there we go. Like I said, we got the transparency paper in the bottom, and now we're gonna line up the screen. So get the registration right there. Boom, boom. My machine, we can move this back, forth, left, and right. That's what all this does. And then I basically lock it in place, and then I do this manually. What we did right now, we're just gonna do it to all the other 3 screens until they're all registered.
The fit today, you know, sweatpants. Let's see what he's got on today.
Sweatpants. Like I said, it's only 4 colors for CMYK. It's literally any standard yellow, any standard black, magenta, your choice of brand. I'm gonna use FN ink. And then for the cyan, we're gonna do a royal blue. So a lot of people use different kinds of blues. I find royal blue to work best with CMYK.
Teach him how to twerk too.
You wouldn't want to see that. When you're putting CMYK, you could do it on a black shirt, but you're gonna get the best outcome on a white shirt. I don't know why, but it just, the inks mix better on a white shirt compared to doing a white base. See, like I said, I'm gonna do 1 pass for every single color, like a light pressure. So. Oh, get a close-up of that. You can already start seeing the details. Finish it off with the black.
Should we be ready to throw on your back?
Ooh, finish with the black, ready to throw it on your back. Ooh, the cameraman coming with some quotes.
Some bars.
Sheesh. All right, guys, check that out. God damn. There is some changes that I want to do. Maybe more on the red, some more pressure on the red. So we're gonna go ahead and do a little more tweaks, and then we're gonna print it on the actual shirt. So what me and Jesus are thinking of doing is a hard pass on red. So we're gonna give it a stronger pass on red, a super light pass on yellow because it does have too much yellow in it. And then we're gonna do it multiple passes on the black to see if that changes up the design. So here is the first print, and then here's the second print. I think it looks more accurate to what we were going for. The whole overall design is more red, even her skin tone, and this one's more yellow. I think we got the sequence down, so we're gonna print the actual shirt. Get this bad boy down. All right, so here's the new sequence. We're gonna do 2 passes on the cyan. 1, 2, a super light pass on the yellow. We don't wanna do too much, we just barely anything. Just like that. Then we're gonna do a hard pass on the magenta. So we're gonna push down pretty strong on this one. 1. I might do 2, but
2.
oh no, that's good. That's perfect. Yeah, that's perfect.
That's good.
So we're gonna do that, and then the last and final color. Crossing the fingers. We're gonna do 3 passes, and the moment of truth. Oh my God, I'm scared. I'm scared. Sheesh.
Oh,
that came out the best, right? Look at that. God damn. So as you can see with CMYK, it all depends on the pressure and how many passes you give it. Obviously, if you're doing manual, it's gonna be hard to remember. So that's something that you just gotta, take into consideration when you're doing this kind of process.
So here's print 1. It was a little too yellow. Print 2. Less yellow.
And then the final print.
Yep.
This is the final product, guys. We actually have these for our shop merch. If you guys want one of these, go ahead down below. We have a link to our website where you can purchase it. If you guys enjoyed today's video, if you found it educational or entertaining, me and Jesus, we have other ideas. We're gonna do vlogs, stuff like that. Make sure to subscribe, like, and comment down below of what you think about the design. With that said, I'm out.